You! What are you doing?
Run! There's a hidden path through the woods. Walk the treetops.
Welcome to part 41 of Final Fantasy X-2, and in this episode we are going to be continuing through Kilika Jungle. Now, if you don't have the charm bracelet turned on, here are a few things you need to watch out for. First and foremost, there's going to be Chocobo, there's going to be Youth League, there's going to be Yevon, there's going to be Vespas, Cole, Queen Carols, and of course, there is going to be Ironsides. Ironsides will be the biggest threat to your party because of how powerful they are, and more importantly, by this time they will oversoul if you happen to knock down their health, and they will start using Ultima, if not Mortar. That is a bad thing, and you do not need it. But for the most part, how you're supposed to get through it, you're supposed to examine not one, not two, but all three barricades. That would be the one up front, the one in the middle, and the one that I just turned around and walked away from. That's how you get onto the treetops. If it doesn't work out for you, keep examining them until you actually examine right next to the treetops. Now, part 45, which is going to be at the end of this week, is going to be probably the most dreaded side quest. It's basically not a side quest, but it's the comm spheres. And I'm warning you now, I am going to reduce that to a minimum of 25 minutes. Why? Because we do not need to spend an hour on comm spheres. Sorry, I just need to get that out of my system. And one other thing. Chapter 4 will probably be shorter than Chapter 3 and Chapters 1 and 2. And definitely shorter than Chapter 5. Chapter 5 will actually be the longest chapter in the game. Without a doubt. Okay, so now I've already examined 2 of the 3 gates. It will take me a while to find out where exactly is the 3rd gate, because I'm running around looking for squatter monkeys. Unfortunately, the squatter monkeys are only available in Chapters 1 and Chapters 5, because Chapter 3, this is going on, and most of the squatter monkeys that I haven't already found are in the areas that are fenced off. That's probably why I'm wandering around like that, and I am going to do some major editing so that I won't have to go through that trouble. Yeah, and people are probably looking at the Ross like, you didn't originally do this, why'd you left this in on the Ross? Because, well, I forgot to edit, okay? I'm not human. No, I am human. I just meant to say I'm not perfect. Yeah, that did not come out right. And of course, I'm going to be skipping the dilly-dallying until I actually get to the 3rd and final checkpoint that I need to actually examine. But for the time being, I also want to make this perfectly clear. This area is probably going to be the only time it's going to be so confiscated. And yeah, why I cut, because I was still dilly-dallying. That's why. That's basically all that was. It's just me dilly-dallying looking for squatter monkeys. And I've already gotten them in the previous chapter. So now, let's examine a tree, I think. This is where we're supposed to examine, right? There it is.
Dona said there was a hidden path. Walk the treetops.
Well, now you can actually follow Riku and Pain on this path, and I don't think you'll be able to get onto this path ever again. But once we get here, we'll be near the temple. There they go. Uh-oh, the temple's flames are blue. Not good. Let's go help Barthello. I mean, he's already worried about Dona, yet Dona is nonchalantly not showing it, but she's worried about him too, which is why she let us in. To be perfectly honest with you, they should have never split up. Oh, Christ. That's not good. Well, brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because unlike Besaid's temple, Kilika's temple? How should I put it? It's a little bit worse. And they've actually managed to make you a way in. Oh, make sure you see that comp spear being placed. Okay, you didn't have to shoot at me. And if you try to use the other one, they'll try to shoot at you as well. Seriously, where are they aiming their guns? And now they've got New Yevon sentries in the vicinity. We can heal if we want to, but for right now we can just go in and deal with it. Oh, by the way, this place is where we actually find a new dress sphere. Now, just take the elevator down, and I'll also show you where the dress sphere is in just a moment. Make sure you don't leave Kilika Temple without it. Trust me. If you do, you'll never see it again. Trust me. Not until Chapter 5. Alright. Let's enter into the door. And hopefully deal with these blue flames. Sorry for that abrupt interruption, but now it's time for us to meet the gimmick of this temple, Daeva, or as I like to call him, Davey. I had to go get something to drink, by the way, in case you're wondering about the interruption. But Davey, you want to make sure that you're quicker than he is, because once he starts casting spells to buff him up, he can be annoying. So get him before he gets a chance.
Barthello?
I'll be okay.
The fiends?
We're holding them off, somehow. They're coming from inside. One after another. Oh! The fiends reach the town, they'll reach Dona!
They won't.
Thanks.
Donna wants to see you. Well, she didn't come right out and say it, but you can kind of tell.
I want to see her too. Even if we believe different things, I'll always feel the same about her. The time of the summoners may have passed, but I will always be Donna's guardian. I live only to protect her.
And you can say that with a straight face?
Donna!
I love Barthello. It's just not a moment without him screaming, Dona! Anyway, now it's time to continue on. And this Davey is blocking the way. Oh, I almost forgot. Even if they ambush you, if you have high road winds, you can still beat them before they can actually pull off any buff magic. Like, any good stat magic. That's what I meant to say. Whatever the case, it's like kill them before they kind of screw you over. Now then, it honestly doesn't matter where we go. Actually, yes it does, because we gotta go to the right. Just examining those flames will activate Davey. So, yeah. It's right, left, and then center. And that's basically all you need to know. Then it will be just a free trip to Ifirit. That's basically the whole point of this dungeon. And I'm at the appropriate level to kill him. And unfortunately, you wouldn't have the Moscow dress sphere on your first playthrough. However, Gunner works just fine. I'm just gonna come out and say it right now. Gunner definitely works just fine because it is fast enough to pull it off. Well, Gunner and Thief anyway. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to grind off of these guys because there's no like constant random encounters. Well, actually, yeah, there is a constant random encounter thing because the charm bangle is on. That's why there's no constant random encounters. But even so, it's going to be nothing but Davey. That's it. Davey will constantly litter this place. And the only reason why I put on the charm bangle because that's all I'm going to be basically fighting, and you're not going to put out as much experience points. Now, if there's two Davies, focus on one, and then kill the other. And with the flames gone, we can not only go to get to Ifirit, but... oh wait, that door is closed permanently. Down here is our dress sphere we're looking for, which is the Samurai dress sphere. Do not leave Chapter 3 without it. You will have to wait till Chapter 5 until you get it. So without further ado, it's time to take on Ifirit.
Again. An Aeon? Yeah.
Uni.
I know. I'm ready.
Alright, now it's time for Ifirit. He has the same mentality as the Dark Aeons in Final Fantasy X internationally. He will counter the last person that hit him, which most of the time is Riku. He'll counter him out with an attack or with a fire attack. Either one. If you have Heart of Flames, most of his fire attacks is going to do you diddly squat except for his overdrive. Other than that, this fight is nothing compared to the international version of Final Fantasy X.
Another hole.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with just about all of the hotspots. There's only two left to find. One of them is Barthello, the other one is Jose. And I gotta make sure I get just about all the comp spears I need, too. Nonetheless, it's time to go back to the Celsius, because Brother has an important announcement. One that will pretty much not force you into an actual battle.
I don't get it.
Fortunately, I know everything.
So why were fiends coming out of the temples?
The fiends didn't come from the temples. They came from the chambers of the faith.
Right, exactly. But why?
I'm just a kid.
The holes in the chambers of the faith. Were they there before?
No. So the holes must be new, right?
There was one in Barthello too. A great hole.
But that one was made by Vecnagon, wasn't it?
That's true, but they're connected somehow.
The holes are connected?
Yes, but it's more than just that. Somehow I think there are deeper connections.
Oh, that is deep, you know.
Distress call from Jose Temple.
Jose, is it Kibble?
Looks like they got into some trouble trying to clear out the fiends.
Right! Here's the order. Call wings? Forget it. Let Kibble save himself.
What?
You.
Yes, I eat an egg.
Well, Yuna?
Well, we'll just have to charge him a little extra. Go Wings, let's go!
Aw, can't we give him a discount?
Alright everyone, before I sign off, let it be known that the next episode will be me checking up on comm spears and also getting ready to go to Barthello. This is RPBad985. See you guys in part 42.